Hey guys, today I'm here to film the Taylor Swift book tag. And yes, I did get dressed up for this tag today. I've got my little striped shirt on and my red lipstick, channeling my inner country pop princess. So question number 1, we are never getting back together. Pick a book or series that you were pretty sure you were in love with, but then wanted to break up with. Today I'm going to pick The Naming by Alison Kroeger. I was sure that I was really going to get into this book, but I've tried reading it probably 5 times, and I've gotten about 100 pages in every time and quit. 2. Red. Pick a book with a red cover. Today I picked Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. This is the 3rd book in the Grisha trilogy. If you don't know anything about this trilogy, it's a fantasy series based in Russia. So unique. 3. The Best Day. Pick a book that makes you feel nostalgic. For this one, I had to go with The Phantom Tollbooth. This is my childhood right here, guys. I can't tell you the number of times that I read this book as a kid. If you have not read this yet, what are you doing here? Just kidding, you can keep watching the video, but definitely read this book. It follows Milo through all of these crazy adventures, and it's just so heartwarming and wonderful. One of my all-time favorites for sure. 4. Love Story. Pick a book with forbidden love. For this one, I picked the book Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. Enough said. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm going to say some more about it. This book follows Locken and Maya, who are brother and sister, and start to realize that they have deeper feelings for each other. So this book is about incest. And I've heard that Tabitha Suzuma handles the topic very, very tactfully. I haven't read this book yet. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm waiting until I'm in a really good mood so I don't get dragged down by the book. 5. I Knew You Were Trouble. Pick a book with a bad character that you couldn't help but love. I'm going to have to go with the Darkling from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I mean, he just has so much charisma, but then he turns around and stabs you in the back, but then he charms his way into your life again. Such a vicious cycle. 6. Innocent. Pick a book that someone ruined the ending for. It was a sad day, the day someone came into the bookstore where I worked and ruined the ending of Allegiant for me. I was about halfway done with this book when I learned about the ending, and it made me want to stop. But I finished it. Don't spoil the ending, people. It makes it no fun. 7. Everything Has Changed. Pick a character from a book that goes through extensive character development. I'm going to have to go with Finn Easton from 100 Sideways Miles by Andrew Smith. This book just came out and I just read it, and I actually reviewed it in my September wrap-up, so if you want to know more about the book, go ahead and check it out there. The character of Finn basically goes from believing that his life is preordained to be horrible to understanding that he can create his own life and he has some level of control over it. 8. You Belong With Me. Pick your most anticipated book release. All of mine just came out, but my most anticipated book release of 2014 was definitely The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, and as ironic as it is, I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting for a good time to read it because I read the first one with my family, and I want to read the second one with my family too, so I'm probably going to have to wait until Thanksgiving. But this book belongs with me. 9. Forever and Always. Pick your favorite book couple. For this one, I'm going to have to go with Eleanor and Park from Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. These two characters go through so much individually and together, and they're just perfect for each other. 10. Come Back, Be Here. Pick the book that you would be least likely to lend out for fear of missing it too much. Well, I tell you what, I don't really lend out my books that frequently because I would fear missing any of them. But if I had to pick one, I would have to go with my really old copy of Robinson Crusoe. This book is so old it doesn't even have a copyright date in it. If I lent this book out, I would be terrified of someone ruining it. Now we're on to the 2 bonus questions. 11. Teardrops on My Guitar. Pick a book that made you cry. I know this one is a little bit obvious, but guys, I was bawling the entire last third of the book. 12. Shake It Off. Pick a book that you love that other people hate. Them haters gonna hate, 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 hate. For this one, I'm gonna have to go with Just Listen by Sarah Dessen. A lot of Sarah Dessen's work is really fluffy, and so I think people blanket Sarah Dessen and say that all of her books are really cheesy teen romances. This one, however, is not a cheesy teen romance. It is a teen romance, but it's really good, and it actually has a moral to the story, and I absolutely adore this book. Okay guys, that was the Taylor Swift book tag. I hope you enjoyed. If not my singing, then definitely the books themselves. I'll put the questions in the description, so definitely leave in the comments which books you would pick for this tag. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.